My style is ridiculous.
Penis, nom nom. Yes, yes, booba. Whoa, whoa. Alright, let me just say, you cannot get mad at me for wanting to talk about this, okay? Because it was inevitable that Skibidi Toilet would be mentioned or talked about on my channel in some way, shape, or form. Because literally no one could ignore it. It's just one of those things that gets very popular and is also affected by content farms, which I'm not really going to talk about in this video. But hey, if you want a video about content farms, maybe I might make one. But for anyone who somehow doesn't know what Skibidi Toilet is, which all I'm going to ask is, what type of molten rock are you living under? So, now to explain what Skibidi Toilet is. So, Skibidi Toilet is a weird SFM series created by the YouTuber DaFuckBoom, who has been on YouTube for a good while. He hasn't been on YouTube since, like, the late 2000s, but he definitely has been on YouTube for a good while and mostly made short videos. So, of course, it would make sense that he would use YouTube Shorts. And eventually, he made an animation that would be a predecessor to the first Skibidi Toilet episode, which was basically just Male 07 in some drip singing a remix of the Skibidi song. That's why I refer to it as the song that is one of the whole reasons this meme even exists. And after that, the first episode of Skibidi Toilet was released, and well, it recently just had its newest episode come out, and you would, oh wow, just imagine showing people who watch, just imagine time traveling back to the time where, like, people first discovered the first episode, and then showing them the newest episode, or the newest episodes that are going on, and it's like, yeah, that's happening, because the lore, which, yes, Skibidi Toilet does have lore. The lore of the series, it's crazy. The story is awesome. It just this is something you wouldn't expect, to have a story that would completely go batshit insane, but it does. Because, no, why wouldn't it? And also, yes, I said SFM, not Gmod. There is a difference, specifically in how it's, like, animated and stuff. So yeah. So obviously, you read the title of this video. I will be talking about knockoff mobile games, plus the one official Skibidi Toilet mobile game that came out. Now, here's something to know. When something gets really, really popular, like, say, Poppy Playtime, or Friday Night Funkin', or Garden of Ban, let's just say there will be a lot of, bootleg merch and bootleg products and a bunch of rip-off stuff that will be created. Content farms, like I mentioned earlier, rip-off merch, mostly in the plush department, which, there's some, Skibidi Toilet merch that I actually do kind of want to get, even if, yes, it is bootleg. And the topic of this video, mobile games. Because why not? And usually, these mobile games are mostly shit, and it's rare to find one that's actually pretty good and fun. But later in this video, I actually get surprised by the fact, you know, I'll get onto it. And also, something I do want to note that these games are completely filled to the brim with ads, which, you know, isn't surprising because because that's how modern mobile gaming is, especially for iPhones. All of them have ads and stuff. And honestly, I can excuse that, because at least, like, you have an option to get rid of them, and it's like, but you have to pay money! Yeah, that's true, but at least you're not having to pay like $100 just to permanently get rid of the ads. Especially since, you know, these developers need to make their money somehow. And also, do note that if you do happen to see any of these ads, do note that sometimes you will get ads that are, not great. Most of them are pretty sleazy and also just clickbaity and other crap, and also weirdly sexual. And also, something I do want to say is, it will never not be funny seeing, like, this especially goes for the official one, because the official Skibidi Toilet game is also somewhat filled with ads, but it will never not be funny when, like, when an ad comes up and it's related to, like, either one of the, rip-off Skibidi Toilet games, or, like, some other game using Skibidi Toilet in its advertising or something. Like, that will never not be funny. So, anyways, let's get on to the games, shall we? And also, I should probably mention how, well Skibidi Toilet does, especially for the shorts. Like, my god, look at that. Now you're starting to understand why I decided to do a video on this, aren't you? Yeah, I want some of that money too. Even if YouTube doesn't pay me yet, but, you know, let's get on this.
My style is ridiculous. My style is My style is My style is ridiculous. Wanna see you work your body.
Soul is in my body, everybody put up their hands. I get a half a meal for my piece, you get a couple. And never gon' see the day that I ain't got the.
So yeah, as you just saw, this game is basically your standard modern IO game. Now, I actually do have a history with IO games, because back then, I played Agari.io, Snake.io, and Wings.io, which are honestly 3 really good IO games that are honestly peak IO game performance. But yeah, so besides that, it's just your standard IO game where you need to collect things to get bigger and more powerful, and whenever you get a win, you also get an ad, which, as you saw from the footage, I happened to get an ad with a game using Skibidi Toilet for its advertising, even if the game does not have Skibidi Toilet. And also, I think I should have mentioned this in the beginning, you will be hearing when they see us in the club Skibidi mashup in this video a lot, so If you hate the song, or you're going to get tired of hearing it over and over again, then I wouldn't recommend watching these videos or playing these games if you were interested. But hey, if you are interested in these games, you know, I am at least showing what they are, so, you know, it's just, this game is just your basic, modern IO game. It's nothing special. Like, it really isn't. Actually, before we continue on, just a slight little off-topic game about IO games, because once again, back then I did happen to play Agari.io, Snake.io, and Wings.io. I remember, like, for Agari.io, it was basically like, oh, you have to get bigger and evolve, and you have to eat the smaller players while also avoiding the bigger ones, or else you'll get nene. I also remember when some people would put in their names, like, please, like that, like, they basically put in their names that basically said, hey, please don't kill me. And it's so fun. It was never not funny seeing that, because it's like, you know, most people are not going to listen to that. Sure, there's going to be that one person who's like, okay, and they'll just move on for you. But most of the time, it's like, that never worked. And then for Wings.io, like, oh my god. I remember in elementary, like, playing that with some people, like you were all alone getting clapped, but then you could call your friends over, and then boom, 20 gamers in the chat to clap back. So yeah, I just wanted to make this short segment because I have no idea if I'm ever going to make a video on IO games, which I'm tempted to. But considering how modern IO games are, yeah, I'm fine. So yeah.
I ain't got the upper hand. I'm respected from California, they way down to Japan. I'm a real producer and you just a piano man. Songs on top the charts, I heard them, I'm not a fan. Niggas talking greedy, I'm the one that gave them their chance. Somebody need to tell them that they can't do it like I can.
Skibidi bop bop bop, yes yes. Skibidi bop bop leave leave. Skibidi bop bop bop, yes yes. Skibidi bop bop leave leave.
We're here to hurt the body.
Skibidi skibidi skibidi.
Wanna see you work your body. This my style is ridiculous.
Skibidi bop bop bop, yes yes. Skibidi bop bop leave leave. Skibidi bop bop bop, yes yes. Skibidi bop bop leave leave. Skibidi skibidi skibidi. Skibidi skibidi skibidi.
I'm respected from California, just a piano man. Songs on I'm the one that gave them their chance. Somebody need to tell them that they can't do it like I can.
Wanna see you work your body. This my style is ridiculous.
Skibidi bop bop bop, yes yes. Skibidi bop bop leave leave. Skibidi bop bop bop, yes yes. Skibidi bop bop leave leave.
We're here to hurt the body.
Skibidi skibidi skibidi.
Wanna see you.
Alright, so when I was going into this mobile game, I wasn't expecting that much, especially considering what the icon of this game was. But when I started it up, I was surprised that not only it has its own art style, and all the characters are kind of in the style of Madness Combat, aka not having any limbs, kinda. It's actually a pretty good game. And sure, the constant ads after you beat a level is annoying, but besides that, honestly, it's pretty fun. And sure, there are some things in this game that last time I checked weren't in the original Skibidi Toilet game, or not original game, the original series. Honestly, this was pretty good. I actually enjoyed this game. This is actually one that I'm going to be keeping on my phone. So, you know, and like as usual, yeah, you can check in these videos to see, oh, this is the name of the game, because honestly, I actually highly recommend this one. Although, yes, the ads are annoying, the game, pretty fun. I like it.
Dop 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 yes 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 dop 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 yes 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 dop 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 yes 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 dop 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 yes 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 dop 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 yes 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 dop 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 yes 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 dop 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 yes.
Yeah, I got nothing. This game was just shit. But honestly, it was funny hearing the different sound that Skibidi Toilets made. But besides that, yeah, this game was shit. Don't get it. Just don't. This is my son, Morbius Optimus Prime 9000. He is very homosexual, and also he knows how to math. Next game.
My style is ridiculous.
Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim dim. Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim dim.
We're here to hurt the body.
Skibidi skibidi skibidi.
My style is ridiculous.
Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim dim. Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim dim.
We're here to hurt the body.
Skibidi skibidi skibidi.
My style is ridiculous.
Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim.
My style is ridiculous.
Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim dim. Skibidi dum dum dum, yes yes. Skibidi dum dum dim dim.
We're here to hurt the body.
Skibidi skibidi skibidi.
Honestly, that fighting has just it left me speechless. Honestly, that was the greatest fight scene I've seen in my life. That was amazing. 10 stars. Let's go.
Dum dum dum, yes yes.
Actually, the funny thing is, like, not only I was looking forward to this one, but actually for like the first Skibidi game that I played, I got an ad for this game. So honestly, I just find it funny. But before I get into positives, yes, this is sadly one of those games where, like, after you beat a level, you are bombarded with ads. And again, it's not surprising. That's how modern mobile gaming is, sadly. But yeah, besides that, it's honestly quite fun, and it's actually similar to another game I've played before, which is called Survivor.io, which is actually pretty fun. I highly recommend Survivor.io. But yeah, besides that, you also have like some original characters as well, with the last one being quite powerful and unlockable by watching a total of 5 ads, which, you know, it's not that hard. They're just ads. They're not like you're not being forced to watch like an hour-long movie just to get a character or something. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they try to pull that bullshit in the future, but hopefully they don't. But yeah, honestly, this game's quite fun, and I highly recommend it, actually. This is an art keeper.
Skibidi, Skibidi dop dop dop, yes yes. Skibidi W me.
So yeah, this one is the official Skibidi Toilet game, and honestly, after playing the other ones and finding two that are really fun, this one's now just boring. Like, I'm not going to delete it, but still, it just doesn't really have that much variety, but considering who the developer is, yeah, that doesn't really surprise me. But now, let's get to the positives about this game. First of all, like, with the lack of music, like, it's a calm, like, with the lack of music, you don't have to get easily annoyed, and also, like, the way they speak, it honestly makes them feel a bit more creepy, especially the bosses. So, unintentional horror game here, possibly. And well, yes, the controls are hard when you first start playing, but once you get a hand on them, they're pretty easy to understand. But yeah, and also, sadly, you know, ads. You also get bombarded with ads after you complete a level. And you do have the option to pay for a permanent no ads thing, which I did. But the ads haven't disappeared yet, so maybe there's a delay going on or something. I hope. But yeah. Honestly, it's not bad, but after playing the other ones and finding two Skibidi Toilet related games that I really like, yeah, this one's just boring, but honestly, it's a decent time at least. But yeah, so yeah, you may have noticed I didn't go through a lot of games, because if I did, this video would be like 2+ hours long, and I don't want to do that. So you know, if you can easily find these if you look up Skibidi Toilet on the Apple Store. And obviously, there's going to be a lot more, like, rip-off stuff on the Google Play Store, which, you know, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. No, thank you. So, yeah. Anyways, that was it for this video. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!